Won't you use FM for news and entertainment? Sounds pretty good to me.
Right. Another wonderful moment of football waiting on us as we speak. It is Real Madrid. Of course, it is Atalanta that is hosting the Real Madrid and he's kicking off as we speak. The players are now ready to kick things off. This is Football League Fest. Unbeatable. It is always unbeatable on Football League Fest. And now, just about now, storm is coming. The storm is coming between Atalanta and Real Madrid in the Champions League. Kickoff right about now.
Won't you use FM for news and entertainment? Sounds pretty good to me. OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. For news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. Won't you use FM for news and entertainment? Sounds pretty good to me.
Beautiful game of football in the Champions League, and it is Atalanta versus Real Madrid. It is Real Madrid a little farther from where they ought to be on the table at the moment, but they are doing everything they can to claw their way back onto the right position or their rightful place on the Champions League table. As you all know, everything in the Champions League is different. The league has another face to it. Now, there is top 8 that will have automatic qualification to the last 16. And anything beyond that would be a playoff for the teams to be able to qualify for the last 16. The game we are about to witness is already kicked off, as Mbappe finds himself in the box, but he's already in an offside position before he takes his shot in the first place. So Atlanta now in the kickoff here, and it's still about 4 minutes in the game, and it's 0-0 between Atalanta and Real Madrid. Now Atalanta with a move up front. It is a good one, but well watched by Real Madrid man there. And Atalanta now having to make do with a shot from Lookman. It looks like an early attempt there that could have troubled the Real Real Madrid, but the goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois didn't have to work for that save, as he was the ball came to him exactly where he was positioned. A very good position there by Thibaut Courtois. And quickly, as these one kick on, let us go through the lineup into this match. Earlier today, Girona was beaten by Liverpool away. Liverpool away at Girona. That one ends in 1-0 in favor of Liverpool. And of course, Dynamo Zagreb play a draw with Celtic earlier today before we actually start this one. And alongside these games, there are other games that is kicking off at exactly the same time. Now Mbappe now troubling Atalanta. He's in the box with a dribble, but then he cannot come up with something, and then he take the ball back to find. He finds his man at the edge of the box. That will be Diaz. And Diaz now, he's now being fouled at the edge of the box. It will be a free kick to Real Madrid in a good area. And it is an earlier onslaught here from Real Madrid. Bayer Leverkusen is facing Inter Milan. And Brest will be hosting PSV. Club Brugge is hosting Sporting. And Sporting is already up. 1-0 in that game. And RB Leipzig also hosting Aston Villa. And Aston Villa, surprisingly, is already up. It's no longer a surprise when it comes to Aston Villa. And Red Bull Salzburg is also hosting PSG. A shot comes in from a free kick, but it is a skydive shot. It amounts to nothing. And it was well blocked by the wall. The wall does its job for Atalanta. It's Van Vad who takes the free kick, and now Real Madrid will set it down for a corner kick. And of course, Shakhtar Donetsk is already up 1-0 against Bayern Munich. Shakhtar Donetsk hosting in that one, and we'll be giving you the result as we go. Across coming to the box from the corner kick, and Van Vad with a rebound shot, and that one was wide as well. As Van Vad have to take a double take at asking question earlier here to find a goal. So the goalkeeper, Sechi, will take these goal kick, and it takes one long to find Keteleari up front for Atalanta. And Atalanta now, as the ball is being head back and forth between the two teams, and finally it is Rudiger who was able to place it down, but immediately Atalanta snatched that opportunity away from Real Madrid. And now it is Real Madrid man Bellingham who is struggling in the middle of the pack to get the ball back, but that struggle amounts to nothing, as it is still Atalanta on the ball. And now Lookman loses his man with a very good dribble, as he literally put his man on the pitch as he walked past him like he doesn't really exist. We know that Lookman will definitely have a show to display today. Regardless of who is going to win this game, he would like to put in the shift for his team, as he usually do. Atalanta still on the ball. And now it is a good news for Real Madrid that Vinicius Jr. is back in the Champions League for them after away in injury. Now, quickly, Atalanta, Gian Piero Gasperini man line up in goal with Ganesecchi, and the back three is Dimitris, and Atalanta now with the ball running on the byline. It is a good one for them, but the pace of the ball really too much there for Bellanova to keep up with. What a pass there from De Ketelaere. And as I was saying, the back three for Atalanta is Dimitri, Hen, and Kolasinac. And of course, moving forward is Belanova, Deron Anderson, and Ruggieri. Mario Pasalic will be part of the midfield. And Cataliari and Lukman will be up front for Atalanta. Of course, Bachi Adini, Govne, Hosono, Palestra, Rutegui, Rossi, Zamadzik, Toloi, Zaniolo, Zabacosta, Rui Patricio will be on the bench for Atalanta. Zabacosta is one of the regular for Atalanta who is not going to feature from the start in this game. And of course, on the other side, Carlo Ancelotti men line up with Cochoa in goal. And back four for Real Madrid. And this one is Vasquez, Tchouameni, Rudiger, and Garcia. And in the middle of the pack is Carbelos, Bellingham, and Valverde. As Real Madrid now moving ball with Diaz on the ball. Diaz now treading through. He finds Mbappe. Mbappe finds a shot, and it will be the first goal for Real Madrid. It is the first goal from a very good build-up. It is a very, very good connection between Diaz and Real Madrid. Mbappe, who in a hand in this game already. It is Real Madrid taking care of business right away. What a wonderful build up, what a wonderful goal, and what a wonderful way for Mbappe to lose his man in the box and slotted past Canasechi, the Atalanta's goalkeeper. Atalanta 0, Real Madrid 1 right away. And we already know from the start that Real Madrid is in a bad place in the Champions League, and they have this game to be able to claw themselves back, and they are taking care of business. Belanova now return the ball to Anderson. Anderson now treading in the wing for Atalanta. If goalkeeper for Real Madrid to come out quickly and pick that up. Real Madrid now back on the ball, moving things calmly from the back. That opportunity there for Mbappe to make it 2 goes back in, and that comes immediately after the chance for Lookman to level things up. Total attempts so far from these teams, 3 from Atalanta and 5 from Real Madrid. It does look like Real Madrid met business right from the start of this one. What a wonderful game of football we already have in our hands at this point in time and turn of event in this game. And Real Madrid to Cheney goes back to Courtois, Thibaut Courtois with a long ball into the middle of the park to find Vinicius. Vinicius could not control that ball as Atalanta steal from him. And it is Anderson now moving things with a dribble in the middle of the park for Atalanta. He finds Cataliaro to Bellanova. Bellanova moving on the wing. He will cross one into the box. Well cleared by we have opportunity to build a counter. They always do well with one of these every time they come forward, especially now that Vinicius Jr. is back in the team. His absence definitely deflated. We agreed. Never mind in the fact that he was on the pitch when they got beaten blue-black by AC Milan in this same competition. Of course, Real Madrid still the king of Europe by all standing, and now they should be getting ready to go to World Club Football that is redesigned to be a very bigger competition than it used to be. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Manchester City are part of the clubs that is getting ready for these big occasions from Europe. And now it is a chance for Atalanta. Cross coming now from Lukman. Cataliari missed that opportunity there to slot this one past as Rudiger cleared the ball right before he could get to Cataliari. What a fine defensive football is that. And the save earlier, or the block, was by Tchouameni to save Real Madrid's blush from that attack. And now corner kick comes into the box. Can Atalanta finds their leveler, but it is Real Madrid who will pick up the pace for a counter attack. A run now from Vinicius on the left wing. Vinicius now picked the ball up with a good pass from Mbappe. He tried to square one back to Mbappe, but the ball was finally blocked to stop that onslaught from Real Madrid. And now Real Madrid has to settle down for recycling the ball from the back. Now it is another opportunity for Atalanta to recycle things from the back. They are moving well, really, to open things up, find a leveler in this game. But it just looked like Real Madrid came big into this game, unlike what they have been doing so far. A very good turn from Vinicius. He finds Mbappe. This one is building up hard from Real Madrid, but immediately to me stay step in there to stop that run and immediately releases Lookman on the other side. Lookman with a cross. Cataliari with a shot and a save from Thibaut Courtois. But Rudiger did well enough to take the bites away from that shot and slow things down by the time it gets to Thibaut Courtois. And it is still 20 minutes on the clock. And Real Madrid still leading this one. Now it is Atalanta. Benalova finds Anderson to Cataliari. Anderson in the box with a shot. It's blocked. And now Thibaut Courtois can only swoop in and pick things up. Save Real Madrid blush. Now another opportunity is quick to open in the middle of the pack as Real Madrid is gradually move things. Atalanta get back the ball. They are back in possession. It is Villanova. Villanova back to Dimitri. Dimitri to him. Him finds Kolasinac. Kolasinac moving the ball to the middle of the pack with a very good pace. And he find the man. He finds Grogeri. Grogeri finds Lukman. Lukman will dribble. That's he always do. Lukman with a dribble. And he finds himself in a very, very hot spot. The ball back to Villanova. Villanova now on the wing. He finds Anderson for Atalanta as they are fighting to get back into this game. And now they have a throw quickly taken. Anderson spread one across to find Jim Stay. Jim Stay now finds Mario at the edge of the box. The clearance there was necessary by Real Madrid to take the danger away from the edge of the box. Real Madrid now with a throw. And now they can step things in the middle of the park. Real Madrid, Diaz. Diaz go back to Tuchmani. Good run on there, necessary from Garcia. Garcia goes back to Bellingham. Bellingham finds Tuchmani. Tuchmani to spread one across to Garcia. Real Madrid is tapping the ball back and forth in the back. Build something. Even Thibaut Courtois, the goalkeeper, is getting involved in it. Now a long one from Thibaut Courtois to finds the run of Mbappe. That one was blocked by Kolasinac to drive things back to his goalkeeper. Atalanta with opportunity to start from the back, building little by little. Now crawling all the way to the middle of the park. Found Lookman. Lookman spread one long one, but it was blocked by Vinicius. Vinicius with a good dribble, but a good run as well. But Vinicius slipped, unfortunately, and lost that ball. It's been a day of sleeping on the pitch lately in football. I'm guessing that will be down to the fact that it is raining, it is wet in most cases in Europe, so players can take a fall easily as the pitch is slippery. Lookman finds himself in the box. Lookman with the ball, but now is being hustled by immediately hustled down by Cabellos there, but couldn't get the ball. Lookman still on the ball. Lookman is now finding a partner who can help out in Ruggeri. Ruggeri spread things to him. Him at the edge of the box. Real Madrid now having to defend. It is Cataliari. Cataliari spread the ball to Bellanova. Bellanova now drive things for a cross. And Lookman approaching, but the ball was high. Too high for Demola Lookman, the Nigerian, to connect with. And that will be Another opportunity goes begging for Real Madrid.
Oh, Jerusalem, for news entertainment, sounds pretty good to me.
Right back here. It is a good move there for Ceballos. Ceballos finds Cataliari. Cataliari with a dribble, but he couldn't lose his opponent there, Gashier, who defended well. But that one will go out of touch. It will be a throw to Atalanta. Throw taking back Bellanova. Bellanova find Anderson. Almost Anderson came too slow to get that ball as Ceballos took it away from him and draw a foul from Anderson. There's going to be a free kick to Real Madrid. In the history of Champions League, in the history of Real Madrid in the Champions League, Carlo Ancelotti will go down as one of the managers who actually helped Real Madrid to break so many records. Because Real Madrid have been chasing the number 10 Champions League for a very long time before the arrival of Carlo Ancelotti. But he achieved that feat for them. And not only that, he has literally been winning every final since then. Real Madrid with a good move in the middle of the pack. It finds the run of Mbappe. Mbappe likely want to turn around, but the ball was blocked. But Real Madrid is still back on the ball. It is Diaz now. Diaz playing Vinicius through, but the sliding tackle comes in straight away from Kolasinac to take that one away and immediately move the ball to the middle of the pack. Anderson now for Atalanta. Bellanova. Bellanova with a cheeky move there. He let the ball go straight to Cataliari. Cataliari with a dribble. Immediately founds his man at the edge of the box who return favor. Cataliari is still moving the ball, but Real Madrid with a block, and the assistant referee thinks that is an infringement and a foul on Bellanova at the edge of the box by Garcia, Real Madrid. It is a free kick in a good area. Well, I got that one wrong. That is a throw coming to Atalanta. Anderson now with a good run after taking that throw, and ball almost lost, but Bellanova recovered it, and the cross comes in. Lookman with a push. The box that can now amount to anything. He has to push Vasquez away there in order to be able to get the ball. That is not going to be allowed by any stretch. Thibaut Courtois now driving the ball to the middle of the park. A long one now to peek out the run of Mbappe, but he can only find the goalkeeper on the other side, Karen Sechi. And that is one shortcoming about Thibaut Courtois. He's a very good goalkeeper, but he's never a very good footballer. And these days, it is very much a requirement that the goalkeeper should be able to play. Now, another move starting to build up from Atalanta. It is Atalanta all over these moves now, but Rudiger with a push there on Cataliari. The referee quickly blows for a free kick, which is quickly taken as well. And now, on the other side, it is a move building for Ruggeri. Ruggeri finds Lookman. Lookman returns favor to the middle of the pack and finds Tyrone. Cataliari with a good dribble. He opened things up and released Bellanova. Bellanova with a cross that eventually was cleared by Chomeni for Real Madrid. And immediately Vinicius attempt 2 pounds on that didn't come through. And Atalanta quickly back on the ball. Strange one that watching, but it does look like Atalanta is having much to do in the last 15 minutes or so with Real Madrid a little bit in a defensive shape to probably protect the lead that they already have. And Vad will make a very good turn in the middle of the park for Real Madrid. Try to release Vinicius up front, but Vinicius could not catch up. Bellanova comes back blazing, running with the ball, and he finds Cataliari. Cataliari finds his way back to the middle of the park and now drives one long ball to find the run of Mario Pasalic. Mario Pasalic finds Ruggeri. Ruggeri pick out Lookman. Lookman with a run at the edge of the box. A shot comes in, and the net there from Lookman. That was close from Demola Lookman to pick Thibaut Courtois by surprise. It is very, very difficult to beat Courtois from that distance, but that one was close. Better things up for Real Madrid. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper finds Chomeni. Chomeni now runs the ball into the middle of the park to find Bellingham. Bellingham now on his own in the middle of Real Madrid park. No prayer coming from Atalanta for now. As Real Madrid is so calm on the ball, moving it around perfectly well at the back. But bad, getting involved. Now Vinicius Jr. take things up to transform that movement to an attack. Vinicius Jr. still, they tried to find Mbappe run, but that ball was too weak to be able to catch up with Mbappe as Atalanta make a clearance and drive the ball to the other direction as they do things gradually here. Atalanta, too, have made a very good name for themselves so far in this particular Premier League. Something that very, very. And now Atalanta find itself in the box. Ball bouncing around. Can Real Madrid deal with it or still leaving things for Atalanta to threaten them? Is this a dangerous one? But a clearance momentarily was needed. But Bellanova to recycle things back into the box. Another header from Chomeni. Bicycle kick necessary from Anderson, but it didn't get anywhere as Real Madrid make another clearance. It is a very good exchange there between Ruggeri and Mario Pasalic as they get out of trouble to keep playing attack for Atalanta. Cataliari goes back to find Bellanova. Bellanova finds Pasalic at the edge of the box. The shot comes in, and Rudiger with a block. What a last-ditch effort to take that away from a good run in the box by Atalanta. Real Madrid, Bellingham now, picking things up in the middle of the park. Bellingham goes back to Vasquez. Vasquez to Valverde. Valverde now finds Rudiger now. Rudiger with the ball. Spread things wide, but lose that possession immediately as Ruggeri pick up the pace to attack on the left wing, but he lost the ball as well. As Chomeni now have to recycle things back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois, with a long ball to search for the run of Vasquez, but the ball is out of touch. It will be a throw to Atalanta. And unfortunately, here for Mbappe, he is right on the pitch in pain. What could possibly be a very, very certain injury. His goal is separating these two sides here tonight, but he may have seen the last contribution in this game as he may end up being substituted for an injury here. And that is exactly what happened as Mbappe is now finding his way out to be replaced. He cannot continue this game. He is replaced immediately by Rodrigo. Rodrigo, number 11 for Real Madrid, will replace Mbappe right away. And that will change things from the perspective of an attacking situation for Real Madrid. Mario Pasalic for Atalanta. Lukman getting involved at the edge of the box. Pasalic turns around, goes back to Ruggeri. Ruggeri from the wing. He attempts one across, but weighs his option and goes back to Mario Pasalic. And now James Steady getting involved. Anderson getting involved. Ian getting involved, all for Atalanta as they are moving with good intentions here to actually strike back at Real Madrid's early goal. Still looking for that leveler. And Real Madrid watching closely how they can pounce on the counter-attack. That's the game we are watching at the moment. And Mario pick things up for Atalanta in the middle of the park. A long ball to search for Ruggeri. Ruggeri was able to control the ball, but the referee thinks Ruggeri is coming from an offside position, as the assistant referee called. Well, not really an offside position. The assistant referee says the ball gone out of play before coming back into the pitch. So that would be a throw to Real Madrid. Villanova under prayer from Garcia. Villanova falls as he sleeps. What is going on with everybody's sleeping on the pitch tonight in this game? Fran Garcia to pick up the throw for Real Madrid. He will throw one into the box, and the clearance is needed by Jim City there. Van will stop that one and recycle right away from the middle of the park for Real Madrid. The ball going to the other direction as Real Madrid now is pushing through to increase the goal tally, possibly Chimani. Now Rudiger was back to the goalkeeper. Of course, Rudiger and Thibaut Courtois, very, very familiar teammates in Chelsea before moving to Real Madrid consecutively. Rodrigo picked things up front. Who just replaces Mbappe. Now getting involved. A long ball to search for Bellingham up front. Fran Garcia to redirect it after a block from Atalanta. A foul in the middle of the park by Mario Pasalic. And Real Madrid will settle down for a free kick in a good area. As Pasalic going in too hard there in a tackle, referee says. Of course, you are listening or watching OGMNewsFC.com presenting Football League Fest. Football League Fest comes to you directly from OGM News FM radio. And you can call me FM, give you the full commentary in this particular match. And Rodrigo, Valverde, Go back to Caballos. Caballos with a cross into the box. It finds Bellingham. Bellingham finds Rudiger in the right area in the box, but Rudiger cannot find the back of the net. What a miss that ends up to be for Real Madrid to make it 2 against Atalanta. It will have been refreshing for Real Madrid to put a space between them and Atalanta, who is never a pushover in the Champions League. Because Atalanta now moving things gradually. Kolasinac fans with Mario picking things up after a return pass from Lukman. Lukman goes back to Kolasinac. Kolasinac finds the room. The room now plays Jimmy City to play Anderson in the box. Block necessary from Bellingham to defend well for Real Madrid. To be a corner kick for Atalanta, the Serie A club who won the maiden cross coming from the corner kick, well blocked or well cleared, shall I say, for Real Madrid. And Giroud, who made the final touch on that ball, claiming that Real Madrid Bellingham handled the ball, which is exactly as he said in the replay, but it does look like, well, the referee catches on to that. It is a handball by Bellingham. It will be a free kick for Atalanta in a good area. As we watch on, it is 41 minutes on the clock. It is Football League Fest on OGM News FM. A cross coming from a free kick and a clearance necessary. Real Madrid, Lukman will pick things up at the wing. Lukman with a dribble. He goes past his man. Lukman still moving. And he get the ball back somehow after a let off. The Real Madrid Vinicius Jr. immediately come to an intervention. What a good dribble there from Bellingham to get away from all the blue shirts. And he finds Vinicius Jr. now up front. Now Real Madrid can move ahead with a good drop from Vinicius, who loses the ball. As he tumbles, he will claim he's been touched, but where I'm sitting, I do not see touch from any opposing player that could have called for a free kick. Now Atalanta with opportunity to respond. A ball played to the path of Bellanova, but Bellanova was too slow to catch up with the pace of that ball, and that will go back to Real Madrid possession as Bellingham picked things up in the middle of the park. Rudiger getting involved. Rudiger now with a long ball to snatch out the run of Rodrigo. Rodrigo cannot get the ball. The clearance necessary from Atalanta. A redirection of the ball by Caballos at Real Madrid. Well, that stop shot of breaking into an attacking phase for Real Madrid. Real Madrid still on the ball, though. Rodrigo. Quick exchange with Diaz. Diaz with a run for it. But that first touch was disappointing for Diaz. Madrid losing possession. It will be a goal kick for Atalanta. It was a good drive back of the ball to find Rudiger. Well, for some reason, Rudiger cannot connect with the ball. There is definitely a kick on Vinicius Juniors after a playback, but it does look like the assistant referee and the referee completely missed that. So now, another hot tussle in the middle of the park led to a free kick to Atalanta. Lukman, Adebayo Lukman, he found the wrong mind. He almost found his man Kolasinac, but he seems to have been in offside position by the time he get the ball himself. And that will be Real Madrid free kick. as Lukman was found threading an offside position. It is 44 minutes, precisely 45 minutes on the clock, and just in a moment, there will be Demola Lukman with a move, Demola Lukman with an attempt, and finds Villanova. Anderson getting involved, back to Villanova. Villanova with a drive into the edge of the box as Atalanta is threatening here. It is very, very tempting. Madrid broke that down temporarily, but another move quickly building. It is Kolasinac in the box. Kolasinac's wall fell. In the box. The referee completely agrees that is a penalty for Real Madrid, for Atalanta. And from where I'm sitting, it any goes in too hard. Very good call, and committed leads to Joe Many goes in too hard for penalty, and again committed against Real Madrid. And we are very, very close to the end of the first half by the time this call comes in. And yes, it is a goal for Atalanta. And we are very, very close to the end. It is 1-1 here. This call comes in. Prediction earlier by Josiah Zongo. Goal for Atalanta is now on the plate as we come to the end of the first half. 1-1 here. Atalanta ended that prediction earlier by Josiah Zongo with a penalty that brings them back into the game. The end of the first half, Atalanta ended that phase of the game. It is 1-1 here. A penalty that brings them back into the game, leveling things up for Atalanta, who is right back in the game. It is 1-1 we here. Have a game in hands. Right Cagliari, but as we speak, up for Atalanta, who is right back in the game, and we have a game in our hands right about now. But as we speak, that will be the end of the first half, and we are reaching you from ogmnewsfc.com. It is Football League Fest, and it is directly from OGM News FM radio online. And the storm is now blowing between Atalanta and Real Madrid. And now we are going into the break. So FM here, and I will see you at the pickings of the half.
News FM for news and entertainment sounds pretty good to me. OGM News FM for news and entertainment sounds pretty good to me. an entertainment.
Rogers moving the ball quickly on the path of Ramsey, and the shot comes in, blocked, another attempt. Now it's seated. And what is making the three for Aston Villa? It's making the three for Aston Villa. What is going on with young boys? What is going on? What is going on? But then you cannot question the way Aston Villa is playing at the moment.
If you are not part of the Football Commentary live show, you are missing. Catch up with every football action in Europe. It is Football League Fest on OGNNewsFC.com.
Down. Can Arsenal respond? Bukayo Saka now moving the ball quickly on the byline. Cross comes in the long one to find Martinelli. What can Martinelli do here? One-on-one with Kyle Walker. Cross comes in. A swing of the forward by Kai Havertz. Well defended by Man City to clear that one.
OGNNewsFC.com, final destination for a football story. Football League Fest. Truly unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
News FM for news and entertainment sounds pretty good to me. News FM for news and entertainment sounds pretty good to me. OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. For news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
Rogers moving the ball quickly on the back of Ramsey, and the shot comes in. Blocked. Another attempt. Now it's seated. And what is making the three for Aston Villa? It's making the three for Aston Villa. What is going on with young boys? What is going on? What is going on? But then you cannot question the way Aston Villa is playing at the moment.
If you are not part of the Football Commentary Live show, you are missing. Catch up with every football action in Europe. It is Football League Fest on ogmnewsfc.com.
Down. Can Arsenal respond? Bukayo Saka now moving the ball quickly on the byline. Cross comes in the long one to find Martinelli. What can Martinelli do here? One-on-one with Kyle Walker. Cross comes in. A swing of the forward by Kai Havertz. Well defended by Man City to clear that one.
ogmnewsfc.com, final destination for a football story. Football League Fest. Truly unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. For news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
All right, it's a break time at Joey's Stadium, and we are waiting for the second half of Atalanta versus Real Madrid. So far, so good for Real Madrid, but Atalanta still have much in the tank, and they equalize before the end of the first half. Let us just keep our fingers crossed as we wait for what is going to be in the second half. And of course, we are reaching you from OGM News FM Radio. And this is Football League Fest, where we cover full football commentary in Europe, African football, and of course, North America.
News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
course, do not forget to stop by on ogmnewsfc.com, ogmnews.com, and ogmnewsng.com for news, and especially ogmnewsfc.com is your 100% football news website. And of course, this is OGM News FM radio, and we are still awaiting the boys to get back from the break. And in the future, we are hoping that this halftime break is going to be used for some very important football discussion as we wait for the kickoff of the second half. It's still Atalanta 1, Real Madrid 1.
OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. For news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.
All right, quickly knock on the wood. Real Madrid fans and Atalanta fans, the boys are back on the pitch, and we're about to commence the second half phase of the Champions League game involving these two sides. Real Madrid very much ready to kick things off. It is Atalanta that is kicking off the second half. This is the all the way around the first half. In the last phase, the second half of the Champions League, back on the result from the other football league matches that is on side by side with the very one we are watching. Nil-nil, and Girona lost to Liverpool at home. Liverpool playing away in that one beat Girona 1-0. And Bayer Leverkusen still 0-0 against Inter Milan as we speak. Brest already gone up 1 goal against PSV. Brest playing home in that one. Club Brugge playing 1-1 against Sporting, and RB Leipzig equalizes against Aston Villa That one is also 1-1 as well. Red Bull Salzburg is down to 1 goal against PSG. Of course, Bayern Munich swing back heavily against the Shakhtar Donetsk, and it is 2 back. Atalanta versus Real Madrid, with Bellingham coming too hard on Anderson there and draws a foul in the box as Bellingham was charging to take the ball away in the right area and get a goal for Real Madrid to committing foul on Anderson. And straight up, it will be a free kick to Atalanta right from their own box. Goalkeeper Kanesechi with a long goal kick to find the run of Lukman up front, but Real Madrid dealt with that quickly. The ball is facing the other direction now with Vad with a short pass that almost gets Vasquez and Anderson getting involved for Atalanta in the middle of the park. Anderson, Ruggeri back to Anderson. Kolasinac in as it goes back to his goalkeeper. And Kanesechi with a long ball. Long ball ends up in the hands of Rudiger, who directed it back to Cabellos. Cabellos goes back to Rudiger. Rudiger goes back to his goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois, as Real Madrid try to build this one from the back. Giovanni getting involved. Back to the goalkeeper. Thibaut Courtois with a long ball. Find the run of Bellingham. That one stopped shot as it was dealt with by him. Ruggeri. Lukman. Atalanta's throw. As Lukman was able to keep the ball in play there. And Atalanta still have the ball. Moving in on the right wing is Kolasinac. Run from Anderson, well blocked as Atalanta have another throw. Villanova to throw for Atalanta. He finds the room. The room finds Kolasinac. Ruggeri with a run. Ruggeri finds Lukman. Lukman, stop shot to move on, but he releases the ball immediately to Salik. Salik finds Ruggeri. Ruggeri with a cross, and the header comes in from he didn't come close to nodding that one past his goalkeeper to Courtois. Courtois now pick up the ball. He finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo with a run for Real Madrid up front, but he has to recycle the ball back to Bellingham as he has no room to go forward. Bellingham picked things in the middle of the path. He finds a pass, but that pass was whipped away by Mario as Real Madrid settled for a throw. A throw quickly taken. Throw. Atalanta finds his man at the back. Jimmy Stay to him. Larsenak. Now Ruggeri. Around, he finds Lookman. Lookman picked the ball up in the middle of the park. He turns around and shaped things to Mario. Mario with a long ball that was eventually blocked by Garcia, Frank Garcia for Real Madrid. As Atalanta is back on the ball quickly. Now Ruggeri, Mario. He finds Lookman. Lookman would like to run at this man. Lookman one-on-one. Lookman dribbles. He's still keeping the ball. He finally lost the ball now as Garcia makes intervention. And on the other hand, it is Rodrigo. He's now making a run to the other side. Rodrigo still Bellingham. Bellingham in the middle of the park for Real Madrid. Finds Vinicius Jr. with a good dribble to turn around. But that was watched closely by Anderson, who wouldn't allow that dangerous run there. Vinicius almost opened things up to be one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And Atalanta has to be very careful here. Lookman pick things up to go the other direction. Pasalic. Clearance from the goalkeeper. Only fans. Rudiger. Rudiger lost the ball in the good area for Atalanta, but it does look like Cagliari cannot capitalize on that. Now good move from Brahim Diaz, Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr. tried to slide one pass to a true ball for Vasquez, but was blocked by Atalanta. Lookman picked the ball up in the middle of the path. It's a very good dribble from Lookman. He moves dangerously, and a tackle comes in there from Valvad. That will be a free kick to Atalanta. Free kick quickly taken. Ruggeri with a good move from the left wing. He finds Lookman at the edge of the box. Lookman with a shot now quickly to make a save for Thibaut Courtois. What a nice move from Lookman. Ademola Lookman, the Nigerian. Was beat Thibaut Courtois. And you know, it is always very hard to beat Thibaut Courtois from that distance. It is still to make this one a tough one for Real Madrid once again in the Champions League. As this one now is looking very much like a very bad adventure for Real Madrid in this season's Champions League. Liverpool is still sitting on top of everybody with 100% performance, a win in all 6 games. That gives Liverpool 18 points. And followed by Inter Milan with 14 points. Aston Villa, of all people, with 13 points and seated in top place on the table. Brest. Everybody now like Brest. Brest doing good in Europe, and they are sitting on the 4th position on that table with a very good chance of automatic qualification into the round of 16. Barcelona make it to the 5th position now as they have 12 points. Borussia Dortmund with a 12 point, and Atalanta with a 12 point as it stands. And a goal from Vinicius here from what we are watching. And Real Madrid was able to open things up and find that goal. And it is Vinicius Jr. who had to bounce the back of the net with a sluggish display in the defense from Atalanta and was not able to deal with that ball. You know what it means when you found a dangerous player like that in the box. He turns around with a swift shot. Real Madrid themselves are in the playoff as it stands, and I do not see how they can make it into the top 8 anytime soon. Of course, you do know that the formation and the organization of the Champions League is completely different. And Bellingham now finding his space in the box. Bellingham to shoot. Bellingham find a goal. And that will be the third goal for Real Madrid in this game. And it does look right about now that Real Madrid is now tearing Atalanta apart piece by piece. Of course, we do know that Atalanta is a very, very good football side. But that notwithstanding, Real Madrid in Europe are always very dangerous. If they switch on to playing good football, nobody can stop them. Real Madrid 3 of picking up all 3 points in this game. What a ton of events in the second half, far from what we saw in the first half. Of course, it does look like Real Madrid has been in charge of this game from the beginning, but they are now really in charge.
News FM for news and entertainment sounds pretty good to me.
Of course, very much now it is Atalanta with an interesting move up front. And now a cross coming to find Lookman. Lookman sliding, but he could not reach the pace of that ball. With Atalanta now trying to respond to that double stage from Real Madrid in the last 10 minutes in this game. Atalanta still with a move up front. They will get a free kick. A free kick quickly taken. Atalanta still having a bite in them. Rudiger will take the ball. Real Madrid with a counter-attack initiative. Rudiger will recycle the ball back to his goalkeeper as there is no one up front to connect with. Rudiger has a job to do at the back. So there's no need to risk running off. Now, immediately, Real Madrid with an opportunity up front. It looks like a handball for Rodrigo, and that will be a free kick to Atalanta. Free kick quickly taken. Anderson picking things up for Atalanta. Anderson with fans, Kolasinac. Anderson back on the ball as Atalanta is moving the pace quickly now. as now they have an urgent reason to move the ball quickly. Lookman with the ball in the middle of the park. Lookman now spread things wide to find Keteleare. Keteleare with a move in the edge of the box. Anderson to get involved. Now Caballos. Anderson with a drop ball to find Zamazic. A cross coming to the box. Almost reached Lookman. But Rudiger was the man designated to stop Lookman in this game. And he has been very silent so far in the game. Atalanta now going to the other direction. Lookman lost the control of the ball, and immediately it is Diaz, Brahim Diaz, who lashed on it for Real Madrid. Diaz founds Vinicius Jr. Vinicius at the edge of the box. He turns and he places that opportunity for Vasquez. Vasquez return favor. Still Real Madrid. Diaz lost the ball and a pullback on, well, the ball is still very much in possession for Atalanta, and the referee will let things roll without calling for a free kick there. Now Real Madrid get the ball in a good area. Bellingham picked up in the edge of the box. Bellingham weighs his option to shoot another one. He strolled himself into the box here with a good dribble, and eventually Atalanta was able building on the other side. Lookman at the edge of the box quickly as Atalanta is trying to respond. Lookman slight one pass to go to Keteleare, but Keteleare was late to connect with that ball as Real Madrid escaped that onslaught. But Lookman back again, the dribble now into the box. Lookman still, and an intervention from Vasquez is necessary to give a block in. Opportunity presents itself now for Atalanta in the corner kick. Ruggeri to try one from the corner kick. And in the corner kick, shot pass was decided by Atalanta. Now Ruggeri plays Kolasinac. Kolasinac moved the ball well. Zamazic getting involved. Zamazic, he founds D-Rome. Now approaching from a good area is the run of Bellanova with a shot. Now they almost catch Thibaut Courtois unaware, but Atalanta still very much on the ball. And I told you earlier, Atalanta is not the side you want to push over. They never said, never tired. The cross comes in now. Slotted in past Thibaut Courtois. It is a goal for Atalanta. Look there. Real Madrid now responding. Atlanta get back on the ball. This bent sings into the edge of the box. It goes to the middle of the pack. He will complain that he's been pushed there, but the referee will let things roll as he meant it is. Getting involved as Real Madrid is encouraging one another to calm things down.
More news than end to men. Sounds pretty good to me. More news than end to men. Sounds pretty good to me.
Bellingham. Bellingham lost the ball on the byline, but it is going to be a corner kick for Bellingham. Bellingham lost the ball on the byline. Atalanta here, but it is going to be a corner. Sorry, for Real Madrid. Atalanta here.
Real Madrid with a penalty. One comes into the box. Can they find the head and clearance necessary from Atalanta as they run on the other direction? It is opportunity for Atalanta to counter. They have to move the ball well, and they are doing so. And a turnaround now in the box, and a shot comes in on the other direction from it is Kolasinac for Atalanta to counter.
That one was deflected into.
And they are doing so. And a turnaround now in the box, and a shot comes in from
attack
Kolasinac.
from Real Madrid quickly turned to deflected into a huge problem for Real Madrid.
A corner kick came back quickly to make sure they fend off Kolasinac.
Attack
from
shot.
it is
Real Madrid
Atalanta's
quickly
corner
turned to
corner kick comes into the box.
a huge
Now Atalanta
problem for
with
Real
opportunity.
Madrid.
It does look like the referee calls for an infringement in the box. Taking that shot. It is Atalanta's corner kick. Corner kick comes into the box. Now Atalanta
Barlos
gets
one in
opportunity.
the face
Does
from
look like the
trying
referee
to handle
calls for an infringement in the box.
Corsone.
As Barlos,
Atalanta very much
Barlos
in
gets one in the
contention
face
to
from
get
trying
back
to handle
track in this game.
Corsone.
Very much they can claw back. Real Madrid,
Atalanta still very much
still have the opportunity
in
to
contention
to get back on track in this game. Very much they can claw back. Real Madrid, of course, can still have the opportunity to extend the lead. And now it is Vinicius Jr. who pick things up in the middle of the park for Real Madrid. Bellingham tried to slide one back to him, but he lost the ball. Sergi was defending well now. It is Vinicius Jr. who pick things up in the middle of the park for Real Madrid. Bellingham tried to slide one back to him, but he lost the ball for Atalanta.
So was defending
and
well.
It is
Kolasinac who had the last attempt to punish Real Madrid, but now he's able to release Lookman. Lookman with a dribble. He comes to the edge of the box. He fires one, but well blocked. Kolasinac
in the edge of the box.
Attempt to
Rebound
Madrid,
shot
but
coming
now
from
he's able to
Zemazic.
release Lookman.
Also
Lookman with a
saved
dribble. He comes to the edge of the box. He fires
Thibaut
one, but
Courtois.
well blocked. In the edge of the box, rebound shot coming from Zemazic was also saved by
Thibaut Courtois.
Vinicius Jr. all the way in the back, trying to do a defensive job for Real Madrid. That will tell you Madrid at the back right now. He's literally there in front of his box to move things back to the other direction. And a dangerous move coming in from Atalanta. He's literally pick things up at the edge of the box. Lookman still, he made a very good move to slide one to Zemazic. He finds Zemazic at the edge of the box, and the tackle comes in now. That was really heavy to put Anderson down at the edge of the box. He be a free kick in a very good area for Atalanta. Real Madrid down, spending it heavily to fend off, these onslaught coming from Atalanta at every point in time. Atalanta lining up a free kick in a good area. They need a free kick expert to get this one right. It is the room standing up on it. And Lasinak standing up on it. Attempt comes in, and Thibaut Courtois made the save. It will take extraordinary man to beat Thibaut Courtois from there. And it doesn't look like Atalanta have that extraordinary free kick taker there. Vasquez lost the ball. Atalanta to pick things up. And then slide one through to pick out Zamazic. Lookman getting involved. Lookman with a run. He beats his man. Lookman slide one into the edge of the box, and that one almost opened things up for Deron, but it was blocked again by very, very good intervention there by Tumani combination with Rudiger. As Atalanta is quickly back on the ball. A very good dribble by Zamazic. He found Anderson. Anderson slide one towards the path of Zappacosta. Zappacosta now moving things on the right side for, and now immediately opportunity for Atalanta in the box. But that one was wasted, blasted. To step up to the plate there. And Real Madrid now is down on the pitch with an injury there. It is Valverde, who is being attended to by the medical team. What a good opportunity there for Ruggeri to put his team back in contention in this game, but he failed to step up. Substitutes coming. And in the other games, Bayer Leverkusen still 0-0 with Inter Milan. Brest is really, really showing up in this Champions League. Surprisingly, up one goal against PSV, and they're still maintaining their lead in the 83rd minute in that game. Club Brugge 1-1 now with Sporting. Lisbeth is now 2-2 with Aston Villa. And Red Bull Salzburg still now down 2-0 against PSG. And of course, Bayern Munich still leading at Shakhtar Donetsk 3-1. As Real Madrid is completing a change, and Atalanta looking to make a change too. Asensio now, after being withdrawn from loan, now replaces Brahim.
Would you lose a them for news and entertainment? Sounds pretty good to me.
The move now is that of Atalanta. Anderson picking things up in the middle of the pack. Anderson spread one wide to find the run of Jimmy Stay. And ball returned to Anderson. Jerome now to pick things up for Atalanta. Atalanta still very much in the frame. To create a chaos here. Kosoni with a good dribble for Atalanta. Move things quickly. Return to Anderson. Zamazic pick things up. Founds the run of Jimmy City. Deron getting involved in the middle of the pack. Founds Ruggieri pick out the run of Kolasinac. Kolasinac return immediately. First touch to Lookman return to the edge of the box. Pick out Zamazic. A good run for Atalanta. A shot comes in and it draws a good save from Thibaut Courtois. What an opportunity there for Atalanta to pick Thibaut Courtois by surprise. It is Vertigui with that shot. But that shot has to be better than that to beat Thibaut Courtois. Cross coming now from a corner kick. Can you find a header? Find the heads of Rudiger who made a clearance. And Atalanta get back on the ball quickly with Demazic. Now recycling the ball back to attacking phase. Cross coming from Ruggieri, blocked. What a swift intervention there by Vasquez to block that one off from finding itself into the box. Another change coming from Real Madrid as Bellingham is on his way out to be replaced by Adagula for Real Madrid. Real Madrid looking now to fend off Atalanta and keep their lead if possible. And we are right now at the 42 minutes on the clock in this second half. Zaniolo now comes in to replace Ruggieri. Yeah, I cannot understand these managers. Sometimes Ruggieri has been playing very well. I wonder why. It's got to be another technical decision there. Tactical decision from the manager, Atalanta's manager, Piero Gasperini, who has definitely put Atalanta on the map in Europe in recent time. And he's still very much in the Champions League. Retegui with a cross into the box. That draws a clearance from Tomeni. Atalanta back on the ball quickly as Anderson recycle things back to Deron. Deron spread it out wide to Zavacosta. Zavacosta back to Deron. Zamazic now getting involved, but Zamazic pass was terrible. He lost the ball to Modric. Luka Modric also is not able to find his man. He's a little bit jaded, having just come on the pitch. A cross comes in to find Retegui in the box, but that one was blocked. And Atalanta coming back immediately now. He's Lasinac finds Anderson. Anderson finds Retegui. Retegui goes back to Anderson. Lookman waiting right in the middle of the box. Retegui with a run, and that run was washed all the way by Vasquez, who eventually draw a foul from Retegui. It will be a Real Madrid's free kick. You are watching OGMNewsFC.com Football League Fest.
Unbeatable.
Coming to you live from OGM News FM Radio.
but very, very much has the game in him. And we pick things up for Atalanta. A very good run now, release. For Real Madrid, long ball, traded to find Rodrigo. It was blocked by Atalanta's Cosono, who released a at this stage of the Champions League with 100% perform rate or win rate. It's running here. So no way the long ball to pick up the run of Red Bull up front, but that one was watched safely to the hands of Courtois by Real Madrid. As it does look like the cutting is drawing to a close for Atalanta to make a difference in this game. If they have to do anything, it is now. But they have to get the ball away from Vasquez first before they can do anything. And it is Vasquez who is charging in at the edge of the box. Ball taken away quickly there. And Atalanta back on the ball and building attack towards the other direction. But the referee seems to have a decision in his hands now, as Cosono was brandished for something that happened off the ball. Cosono, who is just back in as a substitute. It is already 90 minutes on the clock and 4 minutes added extra time, but it does not look like that 4 minutes. We be enough for Atalanta to get back into this game. Holding the ball well. It founds the run of Jerome, but Jerome missing that. But Lookman eventually picked the ball in the box. Lookman with a cross, and that one was a very, very bad miss from Retugui. He would not be having a good night from that point onward. Very, very close one. At a very, very good opportunity to make it a level for Atalanta, but he missed. What a terrible miss that will be, and it will be a nightmare for Retugui, as the time now seems to have been completely used. No time left for Atalanta to make any difference. Yes, that said, the referee brought the game to a close, and that kick or that shot happened to be the last opportunity for Atalanta to come back level into this game. But what a shame, as Retugui one with the net. Thibaut Courtois was already out of place. Only expect Retugui to tap it into the open net, but rather he skydived that opportunity, and opportunity goes begging for Atalanta to come back into the game. It never came. Now we go to the game of Brest versus PSV. Very awkward name there, but what do? We still have to shout the name of this team, Brest versus PSV. And Brest now is a darling team for everybody now. An underdog club that is making wave in Europe. Brest is 5 minutes added time, almost run out, and Brest have almost the last kick of the game to close things out. And yes, the referee calls that game to a close with Brest winning that one. 1-0 against PSV. And surprisingly, Brest, who is shocking everybody in these years' Champions League, is sitting firmly in the 5th position, followed by Barcelona in the 6th position, but with a game in hand. Of course, my lovely people, listen to me on the FM radio, or listen on watching on the Facebook or YouTube. This is OGMNewsFC.com presenting Football League Fest as usual and coming through to you from OGM News FM radio. And fantastic game of football all round today. And it's been a wonderful time with you all as usual. And I will be signing off very soon on this show, but I have to thank you for your contribution, for your love, for your sharing this particular show every now and then, and for your comments too. Thank you very much on Facebook, on YouTube, and those who are listening on the FM radio. Of course, you can connect the FM radio by downloading Zeno FM on your app, and then look for OGM News FM you can listen on your radio if you cannot afford to watch anything on the screen. And this is Football League Fest, always unbeatable Football League Fest on OGMNewsFC.com, coming to you from OGM News FM radio. And we are putting the curtain to a close here tonight. It's a wonderful time as usual with you guys, and I can only say have a wonderful night if you are going to bed, and if you are waking up, have a good morning. And if you are in the thick of things in the middle of the day, I wish you have the best of the rest of your day. And this is OGMNewsFC.com presenting Football League Fest on OGM News FM radio, and I'm signing off. This is FM saying bye for now. Thank you for your contribution.
OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. OGM News FM for news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me. For news and entertainment. Sounds pretty good to me.